Hey everybody, this is Wicked Gaming. Today is Thursday, May 11th. It's patch day, and today we're going to cover a couple of the new things that they've added to the game, the placeables. We're also going to look at one fairly significant change, and there's also one bug that's been introduced that can kind of get you killed if you're not really paying attention to what's going on. Anyway, the first, what I think is a fairly significant change is fall damage. They've drastically increased how much fall damage you get. And to give you an idea of how much it is, right now I'm level 50. I have 25 vitality, and my max health is 500. And if you look right here, this is a fairly small, what used to be a fairly small drop. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and watch how much damage this does. It's almost half. So anything really larger drop than that, it's gonna get a lot of people killed. So that's one thing to watch out for, and I think that's a fairly significant change. The other thing they've changed is the map. The map is much higher resolution. You can actually scroll around the map a bit more, and it looks like also the newbie areas are no longer off the map. You can actually kind of tell where you're at when you're starting in the game. The other thing they've changed is they've made the current location icon a lot smaller, so you can get a better idea of where you're at on the map. Sometimes when you died in the past, you couldn't really tell exactly where you were at because the icon was so large. Something else to watch out for with this new patch is there's another new bug that's been introduced, and it has to do with your inventory. When you select the item in your inventory, it's highlighted and then it brings up menu items. And then you can select drop. For example, if you're encumbered, you can't move, you select something in your inventory and then hit the drop button or hit O, the hotkey, to drop it. Well, with this new bug is items in your inventory become unselectable, and the menu items for like drop no longer appear when it happens, and the O key doesn't work either. So if you're really close to being fully encumbered, you're in a fight, there's a lot of mobs around, and you happen to swing on one after it's dead, you're going to pick up an item and become encumbered. And then if you're scrambling to get in your inventory to try to remove that item so you can move again, you're not going to be able to do that when this bug happens. I have been unable to reproduce it at will, so I don't know exactly what's triggering it. But it has happened to me about 3 times since this patch day, and one time it almost got me killed. So that's something else to watch out for. So just the way to mitigate that until they fix it is to just make sure you're not close to 100% encumbrance like I am right now. Also, the majority of the content of this patch is the new placeable items. And most of those placeable items are actually recipe items where you will craft the new item, but not all of them. The one of those farmable items is the weathered skull, and you get that from farming human NPCs. I've been getting them mostly from the Nefari camps. I'm sure they spawn at the other human locations. And let me go ahead and kill these guys real quick. To actually get the farmable, to actually get the skull, you can use your sword, you can use your axe, or your pick. I've been able to get the human skulls using either of those tools and the sword. Yeah, pretty unlucky this time around. Oh, there's one. And if you look in your inventory, that's what it looks like. It's actually placeable. Unfortunately, you can't place it on the pikes. The pikes seem to still be useless. But let's go ahead. I'm going to head back to my base and show you what they look like when you place them inside your base. Okay, I'm back at my little mini base. And something else I want to mention, I don't know if I just did not notice this before, or if they just went ahead and changed it in this patch, but the wooden shelves, previously you could not put anything on a wooden shelf, which basically made them useless for decorative items, but now you can. And I'm going to go ahead and put a placeable skull, the weathered skull, on there, and also one of the other new placeables is this candle holder. Go ahead and create a couple of those so we can put them on our shelf. And let me get out of third person. It's easier to place these if you're in first person. So I'm going to put one here on this end, put a candle on this end, and go ahead and equip our weathered skull. And I'm really glad they put this in the game. I'm really partial to skulls. I like the more gothic look of the skulls. But yeah, that's what they look like when they're placed. And like I said, you can farm those off of human NPCs, and they'll make a fine addition to the decorations in your base or castle or wherever. Anyway, if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe, and check back often for more tutorial videos. See ya!